What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke aka Dansgreat here, and you are watching Final Fantasy VII. It's finally time for me to begin the LP of this game. I've been looking forward to playing this one for a very long time. Ever since I played Final Fantasy IX, and that LP went well. A lot of people enjoyed the whole reading out of the dialogue and all that kind of stuff. I knew that someday I would work my way back to Final Fantasy VII. I would say probably, without too much debate, it's the greatest Final Fantasy of all time. Even me as a Final Fantasy X nut, I would have to admit that Final Fantasy VII is the greatest Final Fantasy VII, just because of the sheer iconic nature of the game and the influence that it has, and the fan base all over the world. So many people love this game and hold this game dear to their heart, and we are going to, through this LP, find out just how much it deserves that place among the pantheon of the greatest games of all time. Now, I made an introductory video so that you guys could, so I could let you guys know a few things about how the playthrough is going to work and the extent to which I know Final Fantasy VII as a game. So, for the full lowdown, I would recommend that you watch that video before you watch this one. But coincidentally, I have 7 notes regarding this game that I've kind of jotted down for myself based on what I talked about in the previous video. So, the first thing I have is active. I've written the word active. So, usually, because I'm playing these Final Fantasies for the first time, so Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy XII, these were games I played for the first time. I tended to use wait mode because I come from a Final Fantasy X background. I like having the ability to kind of just choose my moves accordingly. But that tends to make the game a little bit easier than it should be. And to be honest, Final Fantasy VIII, IX, and XII, the Zodiac Age version, I can only speak for, ended up being a bit easier than I would have liked. So in order to make the game harder for myself and to have a bit more of an intense experience, I think I should be playing with active mode. So thank you to people that suggested that I choose the active mode for this one. The second note I have is to do with pronunciation. So of course a lot of these words and names and items and locations and stuff, they're places that I haven't really heard the pronunciations for before. It's just stuff that I've seen during my time on the internet and whatever, and I've kind of just come up with my own pronunciation of them. But I'm sure there's correct pronunciations of certain words, and the major one that a lot of people picked up was Yuffie. So, maybe it's because of the English accent, I don't know. But when I see the double F, I want to pronounce it like I'd pronounce the word gruff, for example. But apparently it's pronounced Yuffie, so I'm going to pronounce Yuffie as Yuffie. I'm going to try my best to remember that. And any other mispronunciations along the way, I apologize in advance, but you know how it is. I always try and do my best, but I'm not going to get them all right. Third note is no mastering. So I was wondering whether I should master all of the materia, because there's a lot of materia to get in this game, and and it takes a long time to master all of these materia. And how valuable is this to the LP relative to the amount of time I'm taking for it? I didn't think it was that great an idea, and you guys concurred. I think almost all of the comments I read basically said you don't really need to be mastering all of the materia. So that's not something that I'm going to be doing in this LP. So we've got the title screen now. I assume that's going to disappear and give way to the new game thing. Right, so yes, I am playing the Steam version in case you guys have been too lazy and you're not checking the previous video. We are on Steam. Before I launch in, let me just quickly finish off what I'm talking about here. No level 99, so I'm not going to try and get everybody up to level 99. Perhaps I might only get Cloud up to level 99 for a reason that I'll talk about later on in the LP, much later on. I'll be doing my best to get all of the summons. I'm not going to miss out any summons unless something really drastic happens. I've got a ton of notes and printed out shit in front of me to make sure I don't miss stuff. That leads on to the next one, which is missables. So I found an article about missables in Final Fantasy VII, and in that list I saw 50 things. So that's a lot. As Final Fantasy games go, there doesn't tend to be that many missable things where if you miss it once, you have to reload a save or restart the game in order to get them. But Final Fantasy VII seems to have a lot of missables. Now, based on what I'm looking at, I'm glancing at the notes here. Some of them are way more important than others, from what I understand. So there's materia. So for example, the Ifrit summon is missable. So of course I'm going to do my best to get that. But I'm seeing stuff I don't know, Gravy Ball, for example, and I don't know how important that is and all that kind of stuff. I will do my best to pick up what I'm seeing in this list as I go along, so I'll be checking the list and referring back to it as much as I can. and picking up the major stuff, but there might be some things here and there that I miss. If I have missed it and you guys point it out and there's no way for me to go back, I've gone too far beyond that point, I try my best to add in like annotations and notes and that kind of stuff, so that people that are following on and want to get every single missable thing will either be able to see me get them specifically, or will be able to see like a note or an annotation of how to get it instead. Same goes for enemy skills. I'll be trying to get every single enemy skill in the game as well. And the final note I have is the gold chocobo. So people have been saying that you'll be needing the gold chocobo in order to get all of the summons, so that pretty much seals the deal about the fact that I have to do the gold chocobo. So those are the main notes that I have. Of course, we're going to be playing through the story. It's still going to be story oriented, as it always is. Once we get to the end of the game and we're in post-game mode, then I'm going to be looking a lot more into certain side quests and taking on the weapons in this game, because they're like the super bosses that you need to beat, and all of that kind of good stuff. So without much further ado, let's get into the main game itself, get involved with the story, get things cracking, and we'll talk more once that begins. So here we go, my friends. Final Fantasy VII is finally time. Oh, that iconic logo and that iconic city. Oh boy. This really is a journey back in time. Oh, look at these guys. Wow. Come on, newcomer. Follow me. Right, there's just making sure. So I can't move using the D-pad. I've got to use my analog stick to move. So yes, this is what the characters look like. Quick word on the music. Apparently, originally, we had a problem where, much like Final Fantasy VIII, they had the MIDI versions, like the really crappy versions of the music ported into the game. But eventually, they released a patch in which we had music much, much closer to the original. So I've pretty much used the Steam version as like a plug-and-play version here. I've not added any mods. I've not messed with the music or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure this should be adequate and a close experience to the original for us to check out. So here we go, blocky cloud, let's go. Okay, straight in with the first battle. Ex-soldier. I might automatically be in wait mode. I'll have to change that after this first battle. But I mean, it looks clean at least. I mean, like the battle menu and all that kind of stuff looks pretty clean to me. I didn't mess with the aspect ratio either, so we've kept it in its original ratio. Nothing's been stretched or anything like that. I went for a different vibe with the movie version, so this is much more closer to the original. Level 7. We're flying. But even this music, man, is just so memorable. Okay. We'll go for active. I'm not going to mess with the battle speed yet. Like, let's calm down. Let's play the game like with this active mode first, and then we'll get there. Yeah, because like I said, because I did it for the movie version, I didn't play it in a very conventional way in terms of the gameplay. So I'm by no means well versed in the gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. Here we go. I'd laugh if I missed something already. So one or two things I want to check in terms of just like buttons and prompts and that kind of stuff is there was something which showed you where you were and like where the potential exits were for an area and stuff, but maybe that's not accessible yet. Because there were times where I kind of got stuck when I was doing the movie version, so I've got to remember that. Wow, you used to be in Soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier? Aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was in Soldier, Jesse. But he quit and he's with us now. I didn't catch your name. Yeah, I kind of spoiled his name. Sorry, but his name is Cloud. I feel like changing his name to Tidus, by the way. Cloud. Cloud, eh? I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. The hell are you all doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target's the North Mako reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. Barrett. Barrett is a legend. I love Barrett. Press directional buttons while pressing cancel to... Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Barrett is a bit of a gangster. I'm not going to try and do some kind of gangster accent, but I'll obviously be reading his lines with the intended kind of pronunciation for the words. Right, okay. So random encounters already happening, and Barrett, even though we could name him, he's not part of the party yet. This guy's an ex-soldier, so clearly he's already got some skills. Don't worry, I'm going to be making plenty of Final Fantasy X references as we go along. You guys are going to be sick of it by the end of it. But what can I do? I'm probably going to be saying shit like, this reminds me of something in Final Fantasy X, when it's going to be the other way around. But you guys all know that stuff by now. Because you have been riding with me for a long time, most of you. So, you know how it is. Right, I'll just have a quick look at the notes here. I mean, I've seen... The first missable thing is supposedly in chronological order. It says Iron Bangle. Buy in Sector 7 right away during first visit. Random encounters, especially early on, will be like... I'll be keeping them in. Random encounters are stuff that I'll edit out like further on in the future. Once it starts to get super repetitive and formulaic. Yeah, he's got some moves, man. Compare that to Tidus when we first saw him. He could barely pick up the sword. This guy's twirling it around. It's like 3 times the size. I don't remember how, like, invisible some of the stuff is, like, on the screen. So, do I need to be tapping X and running around the corners in order to get stuff? I'm not too sure. But... Was there an escape mechanic here? I don't think so. So the battle does seem fairly slow. The time doesn't fill up very quickly at all. So the limit system seems to work like in a stoic way. So the more damage we take, the more likely we are to get our limits charged up. But I'm sure that can be influenced by materia. I'll secure our escape passage. You concentrate on the mission, Cloud. Geez, we're really going to blow this huge furnace up? This will be something to see. Already some interesting looking enemies. Okay. Yo, this your first time in a reactor? No. After all, I did work for Shinra, you know. The planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just do it. Alright, you come with me from now on. You come with me, and then he absorbs himself into Cloud. Biggs and I got the code for this door. Okay. Code deciphered. Cool. It's nice to see Biggs and Wedge so early on. Think how many of our people risk their lives just for this code. So yeah, with the whole reading thing, as time goes on, I'll get more into the flow. It's been a while since I did Final Fantasy VIII. I've got to get back into the reading thing. And the quote-unquote voice acting. Push that button over there. Switch on. Little by little, the reactors will drain out all the life. Then that'll be that. It's not my problem. The planet's dying, Cloud! The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. He's a real emotional one, is Cloud. I love how much he clashes with Barrett already. Two completely different styles. I need that button that tells me where the potential exits are, because... Ah, there you go. Okay, this is the button I'm looking for. Guess I might as well check this little bit out. So I went to see if there was another tier I could climb. I don't think so. But I've been mashing X as I go along here and I didn't find anything, so... Aside from the missables, I'm not really too worried about anything because most stuff can be gotten. But oh, we've got Barrett with his machine gun arm. So I think the backgrounds have been cleaned up for these battles. I mean, I think the Steam version does have some benefits. Oh, limit break! First limit break of the game. Let's see it. Braver. I don't think I have to specifically do anything. Pretty good. We're going to be seeing a lot of limit breaks in this game. So I think Cloud might be slightly stronger. Like I said, a missable list of 50 things seems like a pretty big number. The first thing I'm seeing is in Sector 7 slums, so I think we can pretty much go through this area without too much fear of missing anything very important. Push OK in front of the ladder to grab it, then use the directional. Yeah, okay. memories are slowly starting to come back. I think it was like 2013 or something like that where I started to do the Final Fantasy VII movie version. So the last time I came through these places was like 5 years ago, and I've only done it once. So like an example of something that I never really understood or needed to understand too well when I was playing the game for the movie version was all of the status effects. So stuff like sadness, for example, I never really encountered it during my playthrough, so I didn't really know what it did. But I don't know what the critical like hit percentage is naturally. I've already gotten a couple. Okay, alright. Let's go. Right. I just want to see if there was another... if the other way... Okay, cool. It's just this way. But I mean, already I'm liking the amount of enemy variety. We've come up against like, I think 4 or 5 different types of enemies, and it's only been like 10 minutes since we started battling, so that's pretty cool. So one thing I said about Final Fantasy VIII was that the enemy variety didn't seem quite as good as it could have been, but this game seems to already have it beat in that sense quite early on. Ice. I think there was a way to make it hit multiple characters, but that might be materia related, so... Let's see how strong that is. Ooh. I think there's the whole back row, front row business here. So I'm pretty sure we can use potions here, like outside of... So it gives you 100 back. Go in. Spinning question mark. Yeah. So when it comes to saves, I'm going to be making as many saves as I can because of the whole like missable situation. So if there's something important that I missed, I think how it'll work is at the start of a session, if I'm not too far back, I'll go and get it. Then I get myself back up to that position or something like that. Restore materia. Cool. Or I'll just go back and I'll show you guys what I did miss, and I'll probably like continue without it if it's not something too important. So we'll see how that goes, but in any case I'll be making lots of saves. Ooh, back attack. Still only took 5 damage though. So it seems like Barrett's gun has that advantage of being able to do the same damage whether it's front row or back row. So he must have a long range weapon, I think, or something like that. Okay, I will speed the battles up a little bit. This is... because it's early days yet. And it's very easy. We can go quicker. Okay. Battle speed. I'll move it to about here and see how that works. When we blow this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Fine, I'll do it. Watch out! This isn't just a reactor. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up. Yeah, sorry. It's not just a reactor, they say. Heads up! Here it comes! Battle time! I like this battle theme. Alright, here we go. Search scope. This analog stick is super sensitive. Like if you pull it to the right slightly, like if you pull it down and right even a little bit, it takes it as a right pull. Does that make sense? 98. Let's see what... I doubt that ice will do more damage, but it's worth seeing. Yeah, so bolt is the way forward. Usually for mechs, bolt is always a good thing. I think because I've been playing Final Fantasy 13-2 most recently. Barret, be careful. Attack while its tail's up. It's going to counter-attack with his laser. Ah, okay, cool. That's good to know. I might have to, like, potion here. I don't know how powerful this is. It's powerful. Okay. I guess I could, like, make sure I only attack when I don't know when that tail's going to go back down, but we've got to use the big shot. Here it comes! Nice. Okay, I'm going pretty aggressively here. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but let's just see what happens, man. I think I should have time to recover after this one, even though it's quite critical. Okay, I think the tail's down again. Because it's an active system, I guess the bow has a bit more flow to it. Yeah, it's not using it again. Okay. So like I said, because I played 13-2 most recently, that has a very quick battle system and lots of switching and all that kind of stuff, I think I might be a little better equipped. If I was heading into this off the back of some kind of Final Fantasy X playthrough or something, then it'd be a different vibe, but hopefully I should be okay. And I've also been playing a lot of Bloodborne, so I'm way more used to dying than I normally am. So we can die a lot, it's all good. There we go. No dying yet. Barret got some big ass feet, and you know what they say about a guy with big feet. And we got the assault gun, nice. Excellent. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's do it. 10 minutes to detonation. Right, I think I won't skimp out on potions early on just in case. Just so I don't waste time healing here during the battle. So already, first boss battle down. Well, I say already, it's been like half an hour, but you get what I mean. Ah. Yeah, Barret's, like the way Barret talks is going to take a little bit of getting used to in terms of reading quickly. I'm way more likely to fluff his lines than I am with any other character, I think. Because you get used to like reading in a certain like more normal dialogue style, and then when it changes and you have a character that has like his own kind of style to it, to switch on the fly and try to like read it quickly, it can always lead to mistakes. I think that happened in... I'm trying to remember. In Final Fantasy 12, I think there was the slums where they had like a different type of dialect, and it wasn't voice acted, so I remember having to try and read it, and it wasn't as easy. Do we need to say anything here? You alright? My leg got stuck. Thanks. Oh shit, we saved Jesse. Shit. I almost ran right past him. Damn. Or her. Yay! Hero boy Cloud. Right, let's keep moving. I don't know if something's appeared now in that ladder bit that I missed last time. It's hard to say. I might as well give it a look. I'm sure I can make it out with about 7 minutes left after this battle. I think I'll be okay. Come on, man. I like this duo, man. Alright, I'll quickly have a look at this, just in case. I don't think there's anything here, but it wouldn't sit right with me if I didn't do a quick lap of this place. Okay, let's go. Go, go, go! Probably one more encounter. No, I made it out. Good. Right. Get me out of here, Scotty. Right. Code deciphered. Code deciphered. You couldn't have done that before I arrived. It's a race against time, yo. Okay. Oh, fell again. Get up. Just in time. So I guess there's the option to leave Jesse there and Jesse probably dies. That ain't cool, man. That should keep the planet going. At least a little longer. Yeah. Okay, now everyone get back. Okay. Alright, now let's get out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Split up and get on the train. Rendezvous does not sound like a Barrett word, but there you go. Hey! If it's about your money, wait till we get back. Right, so he's just a hired gun at this point. That's just helping him out. So yeah, I dropped my mixtape in here. That's why this place is in that current state. That's what Jessie was doing. She was uploading my mixtape into the system. That shit be fire. Ah, it's the girl from the beginning FMV. Excuse me. What happened? You better get out of here. Nothing. Hey. That's a bit of a... Is this hey as like a hey? Or is it hey as in hey? This makes me feel like I'd probably talk to her more. So these kind of things I literally have no idea about, like what to choose. I should probably tell her to get out of here because we blew some shit up, so surely she shouldn't be around. I don't know. Really? I don't know what's going on, but alright. I bet that was the wrong decision. Fuck. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to protect her, man. Because surely, like, whatever we did there, there's going to be some people coming to investigate and all that kind of business. So, probably not good for someone to be around here right now. So, there's 2 red arrows here right now. I think that's the exit arrow. Yeah, okay. But that theme. So many of the themes here, like, even though I've never I've only played the game once before for the Move version. I think because I did a lot of editing with the music and stuff. The music seems a lot more memorable to me than I thought it would be. Just some really, really good tracks. Just what the hell's going on? At least there's no encounters here, so I can roam around without having to worry. Wonder what that is on the wall over there. Let's see. Don't be fooled by Shinra. Mako energy doesn't last forever. Mako is the planet's life source. The end is in sight. Protectors of the planet. Avalanche. I feel like that's quite relevant to today with all this like renewable energy and global warming and all this shit that's going on. See something here. See potion. I try to talk to NPCs when I can. Always adds to a bit of the world building. Hey, you there. Fight them later. Fight them. Gotta fight him. At least my HP's been restored. I mean, the character models look fairly good in battle. I don't know how enhanced they are compared to the old, the literal, like, OG version. Because I think there was an option for original graphics and I switched that off, but I'm pretty sure this remains fairly faithful to the original because it's all, like, the block characters and stuff, so I think this is a good compromise. What the? I'm just going to fight everything. 3, okay. I can take the front row ones out in 1 turn each, I think, at least, so we'll focus on them. And I'm pretty sure magic can hit the back row for full damage. And I guess I've got to confirm that when there's only the back row one left, do they automatically become front row, or do they stay back row? It's one way to find out. Let's see if we do less damage. We don't, okay. Maybe it was never back row to begin with, I don't know. We're figuring it out. Keep fighting, man. Ah, okay. Attack from both sides, huh? Wow. We'll take this one out. Take double damage from the back attack. I like that mechanic. Pincer attack. Okay. I mean, Cloud still seems very, very strong compared to these soldiers, but I'm still surrounded. A little help? I don't have time to mess around with you guys. Enough babbling. Grab him. The speech there scrolled by really quickly, which was a bit annoying. I might have to look into the settings for that. I always thought it was like I pressed X whenever I wanted the next line of dialogue. But we made it out. Yo! Cloud never came. Cloud. Think he was killed? No way. Cloud. Yeah, we did save your life. Say, do you think Cloud's going to stay on and fight for Avalanche? How the hell would I know? Do I look like a mind reader? If y'all weren't such screw-ups. Hey, Barrett, what about our money? Nothing. Sorry. Cloud! Looks like I'm a little late. Oh, he's so cool, isn't he? You damn right you're late. Come waltzing in here making a big scene. There's no big scene. Just what I always do. Urgh, you little fuck. Having everyone worried like that. You don't give a damn about no one but yourself. You are worried about me? What? That's coming out of your share, hotshot. Wake up. We're moving out. Follow me. Hey, Cloud, you were great back there. Cloud, we'll do even better next time. It's like Tidus and the VII Aurochs. Careful, I'll shut this. Oh, Cloud, your face is pitch black. There you go. Ah. Say, thanks for helping me back there at the reactor. What a badass. He's good though, man. He's got the skills to back it up. But I'm sure Barrett is. Barrett, I think on the low key, he's loving it because he's got a very skilled guy who's got a mind of his own and he can get shit done around him. But he's a handful to manage, it seems. Last train out of Sector 8 station. Last stop is Sector 7. Train graveyard. Expected time of arrival is 12:23 AM. Midgar standard time. Everyone's scared of him. Well, he is a big dude with a machine gun arm that just came barging in. So, I get it. This is why I hate the last train. Oh boy. Some random person asleep here, I think. Huh? This is my house, so make yourselves at home. You see the headlines in the Shinra Times? The terrorists that bombed the #1 reactor based somewhere in the slums. Blowing up a reactor, they sure put some thought into this one. They must have a real calculating leader. I wonder what they'll do next. Real calculating. Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up. Big spot, shut up, wait. Someday, Avalanche is going to be famous. And me too. Everyone else seems so nice. I like this team. Cloud, don't you think I got a bright future ahead of me? What do you have in mind? All my life, I felt like nothing but a sidekick. But, after joining Avalanche and trying to save the planet, I feel like I can do lots of things. Hey, Cloud, you want to look at this with me? It's a map of Midgar rail system. Let's look at it together. I'll explain it to you. Sure thing. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors, you know, flashy stuff. Okay. Okay, it's about to start. Ooh. This is a complete model of the city of Midgar. It's about a 1 to 10,000 scale. The top plate is about 50 meters above ground. A main pillar supports the plate in the center, and there are other support pillars built in each section. Psst. The #1 reactor we blew up was in the northern section. Then there's #2 and #3, all the way up to the #8 reactor. The 8 reactors provide Midgar with electricity. Each town used to have a name, but no one in Midgar remembers them. Instead of names, we refer to them by numbered sectors. That's how things turned out. Phew! Look what's next! Look! This is the route the train is on. The route spirals around the main pillar. We should be coming around the center right now. Each checkpoint has an ID sensor device. It checks the identities and backgrounds of each passenger on the train, and is linked up to the central data bank at Shinra headquarters. We definitely look suspicious, so we're using fake IDs. Okay, that's cool. Speak of the devil. That light means we're in the ID security check area. When the lights go off, you never know what kind of creeps will come out. We're almost back now. What a relief. So what, it performed the scan like right there? Interesting. Snore, heebie, 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 snore. Don't act so damn big, Barrett. Look, you can see the surface now. This city don't have no day or night. If that plate weren't there, we could see the sky. A floating city. Pretty unsettling scenery. Huh? Never expected to hear that out of someone like you. You just full of surprises. The upper world. A city on a plate. Because of that fucking pizza, all the people underneath are suffering. And the city below is full of polluted air. On top of that, the reactor keeps draining up all the energy. Then why doesn't everyone move onto the plate? Dunno. Probably because they ain't got no money. Or maybe because they love their land, no matter how polluted it gets. I know. No one lives in the slums because they want to. It's like this train. It can't run anywhere except where its rails take it. Yo! Get over here! Olia! This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. The hard part's still to come. Don't y'all be scared of that explosion. Because the next one's going to be bigger than that. Meet back at the hideout. Move out! Alrighty, now here I definitely think there's something that was written here. Train graveyard, which is where I should be. Oh no, I'm at Sector 7 station. Train graveyard, steal a ghost hand from a ghost. When you've been a train man for as long as I have, you see a lot of people and a lot of lives. People meeting, parting, joy, sadness. After a while, it doesn't even get to you anymore. Oh, sounds a little bit like someone I know. I'll have to keep looking up these names here. Train graveyard, okay. So while we're here, let's have a quick look at. Well, Cloud is on his own. I'm not sure if this is the best thing to do here, but it says steal a ghost hand from a ghost. I mean, I don't even have the steal material or ability yet, so that doesn't really make much sense. You know what? Because I'm nearing the end of this introductory walkthrough part 1 episode, I'm not going to get too hung up on this thing yet. I can deal with it at the start of the next session. Let's just move on, get to the hideout so we can get some more dialogue and story. I don't think it's a huge deal right now. The most important missable thing I'm seeing that's nearby is the first enemy skill materia, which I'm going to pick up after a boss battle that's coming up. And I've got the Ifrit materia as well. So those are the main ones that I'll be looking out for early on. I'm not letting you go tonight. Wow. Isn't there somewhere we could go to be alone? Wow. There's only the train graveyard around here. And they say there's ghosts around too. Damn. What? Okay. Let's go. So I think these are the slums. The Sector 7 slums. Got a save point, good. Is that guy peeing in the corner? I gotta see this. Hey now! Oops. What on earth are you doing? Just butt out. Jeez. Huh? You came to see it too? I don't know what we're talking about here, but I didn't come to see you pee. There was a bombing on top. If this pillar should come down, everyone in the slums is dust. Well, there's no point worrying about that. Hey, check it out. It's huge, ain't it? Are we still talking about the pillar here, or... So these guys had a floating city before Bioshock Infinite made it cool. Ahead of its time. Hey, this is a strange and wonderful place. This is my place, but you can come here when you want. See ya, bro. Later, bro. Yo, Cloud, over here, now. Sorry, man. Just wanted to see if a dude was peeing in the corner, and it turned into some discussion about the pillar. Okay. Dude just entered in and started firing. Shit's crazy, yo. Did you hear? Don't care. No, what? There's a news update. They say that there was a terrorist explosion up above, and that this time it was a Mako reactor. You know what this means? No, what? You see, I keep on top of these things, and if you ask me, if you knock out Midgar's power, then all of its computers and signals are going to be knocked out too. Financially, there must have been about 1 billion gil worth of damage. And that ain't all. A lot of innocent people got killed too. If the explosion had been in the middle of the night, that would have been one thing. At least the people could have gone in their sleep. Oh damn. Excitable kid. Explosions, explosions! Oh man! Avalanche is so cool! Yeah, we'll just kill innocent people with explosions, you know. Aspirations. Right, so we've got... I think we have to have the little story thing here first before we can really start exploring the slums. So, let's talk. Papa! Marlene, aren't you going to say anything to Cloud? Why, hello there. Welcome home, Cloud. Looks like everything went well. Did you fight with Barrett? Yeah. Let's just say yeah. I should have known. He's always pushing people around, and you've always been in fights ever since you were little. I was worried. So she cares, huh? Hello, Tifa who cares. Welcome to the team. I'm so glad everyone's safe. Right, and Marlene is not saying much. Sorry, Cloud. Marlene seems a little shy. Ah, nothing like a first drink after a job. Why don't you have one too? Yeah, why not? Oh, that's more like it. Even if you were with Soldier, you're still a rookie here, so you better listen to whatever I tell you. Not sure Cloud's too happy about that. Oh, Cloud. Tifa really knows how to cook. Anyway, let me tell you something. About what? Obviously, I feel like Cloud is more likely to say this, but because I want to hear any story stuff, I'm obviously going to ask. Tifa always lets me taste her cooking. Yeah, well, it shows. And look at me now. I'm roly-poly. At least, you know, he owns it, which I like. Don't know whether I should be happy or sad, but it's the good food and drinks that make this shop famous. Hey, Wedge, you're getting all excited. Stop making such a mess. Yeah, so they've got a cute little thing going on here. This little band of terrorists. Papa, welcome home. Pow pow. You alright, Barrett? Great. Get in here, fools. We're starting the meeting. Oh. Shows what I remember about this game. Sit down. How about something to drink? Give me something hard. That's what she said. Just a minute. I'll make one for you. So Tifa got them Lulu assets as well. Or Lulu got them Tifa assets, as it should be. You know, I'm relieved you made it back safely. What's with you all of a sudden? That job wasn't even tough. I guess not. You were in Soldier. Make sure you get your pay from Barrett. Don't worry, once I get that money, I'm out of here. Cloud, are you feeling alright? Yeah? Why? No reason. You just look a little tired, I guess. Cool. Of course. Yo, Cloud, there's something I want to ask you. Was there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? None. I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Wow. Don't go thinking you're so bad just because you was in Soldier. Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. But don't forget your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. But don't get no ideas about hanging on to Shinra. Staying with Shinra? You asked me a question and I answered it. That's all. I'm going upstairs. I want to talk about my money. Well. Okay, Barry's just like laughing his ass off. Wait, Cloud! Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. But don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. Wow, angst. Interesting enough, look at what it says on the TV above the guy's head. Sin. Papa, you're so great. Today, the #1 reactor was bombed. The terrorist group Avalanche has claimed responsibility for the bombing. It is expected that Avalanche will continue its reign of terror, but citizens of Midgar, there is no need to fear. I have immediately mobilized Soldier to protect our citizenry against the senseless violence. Thank you and good night. Money. Oh my, it must have been for a lot of it. Sure, well, what the hell, it's a verbal agreement, now let me figure this out. Oh, stop it, Cloud. Did you hear me? I'm not sure what that was about. Cloud? You say you don't care, but you came to talk to me. Oh shit. Cloud, you just want friends. Isn't that right? Yeah, well, you look kinda lonely to me. If you ever got anything you want to get off your chest, you can always talk to me. So, this is going to be a thing in this story that we're going to see how much Cloud is going to develop on this front, because he seems very, very individualistic. He comes from like a more like a military, obviously he was in Soldier, so that makes a lot of sense. He doesn't need to rely on anyone, doesn't really care too much about other people's feelings or the plan or anything like that. He's just focused on whatever his mission is and his money. But how far is that going to take him in the story? I don't think very far. We'll have to see. Listen, Cloud, I'm asking you. Please, join us. Sorry, Tifa. The planet is dying. Slowly but surely, it's dying. Someone has to do something. So let Barrett and his buddies do something about it. It's got nothing to do with me. So, you're really leaving? You're just going to walk right out ignoring your childhood friend? What? How can you say that? Sorry. I don't think he's going to snap at Tifa like that, surely. He doesn't seem the type to do that, but we'll just say sorry. They're making sure that we get the exposition that we need, that they're childhood friends. I feel like surely Cloud must have some kind of weakness or soft spot for Tifa. You forgot the promise too. Promise? So you did forget. Remember? Cloud. It was 7 years ago. When we were like 5. Look, the well. Do you remember? Yeah, back then. I thought you would never come, and I was getting a little cold. Lil Cloud. Exactly the same hair. Sorry I'm late. Ooh. Very fancy. You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Come this spring, I'm leaving town for Midgar. All the boys are leaving town. But I'm different from them. I'm not just going to find a job. He had longer hair back then, I think. Nice. I want to join Soldier. I'm going to be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Sephiroth? The Great Sephiroth? There's that name. He wants to be the very best. Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I probably won't be able to come back to this town for a while. Huh? If you make it, will you be in the newspapers? I'll try. Hey, let's make a promise. If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you'll come and save me, alright? What? If I'm ever in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to experience that at least once. What? Come on, promise me. Alright, I promise. Oh. You remember now, don't you? Our promise. I'm not a hero, and I'm not famous, so I can't keep our promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier. So come on, you've got to keep your promise. Wait a sec, big time soldier. A promise is a promise. Here. Give me that gil. Receive Barrett's stash, 1,500 gil. Nice. This my pay? Don't make me laugh. What? Then you'll... You got the next mission lined up? I'll do it for 3,000. What? It's okay, it's okay. Psst. We're really hurting for help, right? That money's for Marlene's schooling. 2,000. Thanks, Cloud. That's how you negotiate. You just say your final number and just turn around. And that's that. So at least he's sticking around for the next job. Right guys, it's been about an hour and 10 minutes or so, and that is a good amount of time for the first episode so that you guys can really start to get into things, and so can I. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this is going to be a very entertaining playthrough for you guys. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. It's going to be a long one. We've got a lot to do, we've got a lot to see, we've got a lot to experience, I've got a lot to read, so I am very much looking forward to continuing. If there's anything you want to say about this first episode, just in terms of how the rest of the series is going to flow, if you have any other suggestions, any other tweaks that you think I should make to how we're doing things, then let me know. This isn't going to be like the blind LPs where I won't be reading the comments until I finish the story, because I've already played the story. There's nothing to spoil for me, and I played through the game once before. So I'll be riding with you guys in the comments. We can chat about things, and you can offer any kind of advice or opinions that you would like as we move forward. And I'll see if I feel like taking those on board and if they'll enhance the experience. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys very soon for more. Take care. Just before I go, I think one situation that I have a problem with is that I can't save whenever I want. So if there's a mod that allows me to save at any time, I might use that, because for LPing that could be much more useful to me. So I don't have to have a save every like 45 minutes or whatever, because if I have to end a session abruptly and I don't get to save, then it's a bit of a pain. So we'll have to see.